These are some more blades from my collection. These are blades that are fantasy type. The one on my left, first one on my left, is a costume blade, which means it has no edge. It could be considered a short sword or even a long dagger, and I bought it because it looked cool and has a dragon motif, and it hangs on the wall in my room just for display. The next one over is another fantasy blade. It's a long dagger, and again has a dragon type motif to it. Looks like a dragon's claw. This blade does have an edge on it. It's not a full tang. It's not even a tang at all. So I mean, it wouldn't be functional in an actual fight. We could use it in a fight, but it wouldn't last for very long. In the state where I'm currently living, you can own long blade knives. You can own these fantasy knives, but they frown on you carrying them in public. The legal length blade you can carry in here is 1 inch. If I ever go out hiking in the woods, I always carry one of my survival knives with me just for self-defense, as the world has gotten to be a more dangerous place. This next one over is a photograph of a structure that is along the coast of Gloucester in Massachusetts, and this building here is called Hammond Castle. It was originally owned and built by John Hayes Hammond Jr. He was an inventor, and he held hundreds of patterns, and he also did work for the U.S. government during the Second World War. And this castle is comprised of different structures that were built over the years in different places in the world. This first structure on the end here is the structure is a ruined cloister. It's a religious structure. They can be found in different locations around Britain. In the back, behind it, you can't see, obscured by the tree, is a clock tower. The next structure over is I believe, a late 17th century English manor house. And in here was located his laboratories. The next structure over is a medieval tower and gatehouse. I believe it could be French or it could be English. On the other side of this tower is a gate, was one of the entrances to the home. The next structure over is a medieval style Gothic cathedral. And in here is the Great Hall, where they have all sorts of events you can go, and they have people get married here. And in there is a very large pipe organ. You can see it, but it doesn't operate. The final structure is a French style chateau, probably from maybe late 16th, early 17th century. And in here was Dr. Hammond's rooms, his personal rooms, his bedroom, guest room, his library, his study. And also in the bottom inside of this structure are different sort of medieval facades, which shows you what their shops looked like. There's a fountain in there, and in the basement there is a medieval style dungeon and torture chamber, which is really interesting. They opened this is a museum now, and during the year they have different events there. They have a Renaissance fair, which I've visited at least 4 different times over the years. They also do a haunted house, and I've been there a couple of times for the haunted house. And during the haunted house, they actually open the dungeon and have people actually portraying torture victims in there. It's pretty cool. It's for somebody who would probably find it scary, but I just think it's funny. And that's it. That's a wonderful place to visit. You can go online and Google Hammond Castle, and it'll give you a list of all the events that are taking place up there all year long. I think it's closed in the winter, though.